What's up, Internet? This is Rambling Josh, and you're watching another episode of Us Play Fire Emblem. Today we have Chapter 16X, the port of Badon? However you choose to pronounce that name. So, this mission is a little bit odd. It doesn't quite provide the same amount of backstory that the average Gaiden chapter tends to do. At least not in the same way, I guess. It still is, not really even backstory, it's like side story? The port of Badon. So yeah, basically we were looking for a boat to try and get to the island of Valor. Well, that's unfortunate. No one's gonna sail there. Please, we gotta get there fast. Somehow that doesn't seem like something that would convince him to change his mind. Well, we only need one way. Pirates, huh? That's unbelievable! Really? Yes. I guess pirates are kind of like sea bandits. I guess that's pretty much exactly what they are. Why are you still here? Prepared for what? This is an interesting song in the background. I don't remember any of Fire Emblem's songs being so, like, chill. Pirate Armada. Okay then. You would almost think that Hector would get along with the pirates. Fargus, Captain of the Davros. Book passage on a pirate ship. 100,000? Oh man! We don't have 100,000 gold. Didn't Hector promise he wouldn't go in the arena anymore? Ahoy! Who are you? That... Like, we were just talking to him like 5 seconds ago. What? Why did he decide to do this all of a sudden? I mean, I guess that's good for us. You're the winner! Well, hey there, Lynn. What was that commotion? Help us kill some pirates. I don't understand, but I'm okay killing some pirates. So, let's see here. Who do I want to use? I think one healer is probably fine. Let's go Sane. Don't want Marcus. Oh, I need to use Raven. Okay, that looks good. Let's arrange our items a little bit. Actually, is there... There is not an armory in this mission, so I cannot sell this red gem, so I shall deposit it. Don't need this chest key. Didn't I have 2 lockpicks? Didn't I, like, steal one? Or did I end up sending that to Merlinus? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Gotta keep that in mind, I guess. I am going to deposit this heavy spear, grab an iron sword, as well as the Knight Crest, because once Sane hits level 20, I am going to promote him. Grab an iron sword. I'd like to give him this killing edge, but I think I'm going to save that for a little bit later. Do I have... I don't think I have any vulneraries. Which is unfortunate, but cannot be helped. Just checking everyone else. Well, there's a vulnerary. I am going to give that vulnerary to Raven. Okay, so that seems to be in order. So, map-wise, this mission is somewhat strange, honestly. These guys are all level 13, and they've got some pretty serious weapons. So, yeah. I guess I'll go into that a little bit more later, but for now... Wait, that's a vendor. I thought there were no shops in this mission. Or... I don't have any in my notes, but apparently I missed this one. Oh well. So, let's take a look at our formation here. Raven... Priscilla should be in the back. Sane's up front. Rebecca. That looks good. So, let's get things started here. The one nice thing about this mission is that we don't have to worry... Well, I was gonna say we don't have to worry about reinforcements, but I guess that's not entirely true. This guy? He's also level 14. Basically, there's... What about these guys? They're also high level. So there's a whole bunch of pirates here that are... They're all quite strong. That archer's not anything super special, but... And then there's Dart, but we'll get to him in a moment. So, these pirates, they're very strong, and they're kind of blocking the way between us and Fargus. And obviously that's the shortest route. And they're just going to sit there unless you get in attack range of them. So, for instance, this guy will attack as far as this square. So if I were to position a character there, this guy, like this entire crew would just charge right at me. And because they're so high level, I don't want to say I can't beat them, but they're incredibly powerful. Significantly more powerful than any of the enemies that we've fought, normal enemies that we've fought so far. So the plan is to take this kind of route around and do that, because it's a lot safer. Now the one downside to this is that I guess we can visit this house, but probably not this house, because, well, unless we do it, like, on the same turn that we talk to Fargus, which is probably what I'm gonna aim for. There's also an arena here, as Elliot was alluding to. And an arena is an interesting structure, which basically, you can enter a character in the arena and you can fight as many battles as you want. And each battle that you win, like I think it costs gold to enter, because you're like betting gold, and if you win, you get experience and you double your gold. So it can be a good way to make some money as well as get a whole bunch of experience. But the problem is, this is a very, very bad mission to try and do that on, because things are pretty kind of slow when we're working our way around here, but once we get down to this area, things get pretty tricky. The other thing about this mission is that we have Dart here, the fellow who was talking to us earlier. And we want to make sure not to kill him. Given the fact that he has a name, you can probably infer that he's a fairly important character. So, yeah. So with that said, let's get things started here. I guess I probably want Raven to level up more so than Sane at this point, just because he's level 5. So he's got 8 Constitution, so he can almost use the Steel Sword without penalty. I'll go with the Steel Sword for now, just because he doesn't have an especially high level to back it up with. I want to visit this house, as is the thing that we tend to do. It is indeed so. Sane didn't say anything. Why is Sane not saying anything in response to this fellow? That's just weird. Sane did not say anything at all. So anyways, now we have Canis, who, oh, he comes with a secret book. That's interesting. Now, Canis is an interesting character. His stats are pretty good. They're not, like, super amazing, although he does tend to turn out quite well. But he is a shaman, so he tends to focus a little bit more on magic than, like, speed and such. And I guess that's the other thing. He is a shaman, so he uses dark magic. And that's probably the most important fact about Canis here. He's the only dark magic user we get in the entire game, with one small exception, but that's... It's kind of a technicality, I guess you would say. So visit this house. It is not in range of any of the bad guys. It's cursed. So from this guy we get a Devil Axe, which is an interesting piece of equipment. As you can see, it's incredibly powerful, although its hit and weight are very high. The other thing is the curse that the guy mentioned. So the Devil Axe actually has a chance of backfiring whenever you use it. And there's a very simple way of calculating the chance of that backfire. It's simply 31 minus the user's luck %. So for instance, if Math were to use it, it would have a 19% chance of backfiring. And considering how powerful it is, that's a pretty unpleasant backfire. So that is something that we are going to try and not have happen. I want to make my way to this house as well, but I've got to be careful. I guess I should probably go with Matthew there. He just has the range. Return to the inn here, and this is Anna, who is kind of a series regular. She's usually the tutorial girl. Oftentimes she's a shopkeeper, and she's actually even playable in Fire Emblem Awakening. But here she's just an innkeeper. They really want us to go the long way around. Okay. And continue moving up here. And we're done. Nah, you missed. And now you're dead. I could probably finish these guys off with an iron sword, honestly. Raven's got a... Ooh, hand axe, okay. Well, Canis isn't likely to double attack, but it's not impossible. Yeah. Like I said, Shamans tend to be kinda slow. What is the speed? 8. 7 Constitution is pretty good for a caster, though. Although Dark Tomes are pretty heavy, so... That would give him an attack speed of 7. Oh, he's got 7. Pirates are actually pretty fast. As far as axe users go, they tend to be... Like, fighters, or brigands, rather. I guess they're the same thing, basically. Tend to be kind of slow, but pirates are faster, but a little more flimsy. So don't want to go up there. Is there a spot I can... No, I just gotta go around the long way here. So, move Canis up a tad. This is a very narrow pathway, and, like... This is the thing about the mission, really, like... There's all this room, but, like... There aren't that many bad guys to actually kill, aside from these, like, super dudes that you probably want to avoid. Yes, super dudes, that's what I'm calling them. Okay, then. And that is the boss, so to speak, of this mission. So he comes with a troubadour, a couple pretty decent cavalries, and he himself is a level 5 paladin with a killing edge. So he's pretty hardy himself. 14 defense. And 13 resistance, wow. He would be rather difficult to take down. Luckily, I'm pretty sure on normal mode he does not move unless you get in his range. And because of where he's positioned, there isn't really any reason to get in his range unless you were going to the arena. So we don't have to worry about that, although I'm pretty sure on Hector's mode he does chase you after a few turns, or some such. Right, this square is the farthest one that they can approach. So I should be fine going there. Move all my dudes up a little bit. That's the other thing about this mission, is like, you spend all your time, like, you do all the moving. The bad guys don't really tend to come after you at all. I guess this would be a good mission to do, like, some supports and stuff in, too, huh? Well, no, probably not. I like to do supports at the end of the mission, and by the time we get to the end of this mission, things are getting kind of heated. So if we visit this house, we get a bow, a short bow, which is kind of similar. It's like the bow equivalent of like a slim lance or a slim sword. It's a little less powerful, but it's really light, and it's got a good hit rate and a decent a modest amount of critical on it. Obviously, Matthew cannot use it, so yeah. Aw, Raven can't quite kill him with the iron sword. I guess I was mistaken in my earlier claim. Okay, Matthew. You come back down this way. I guess I might as well finish him off now. And level up. I was hoping for some strength, but whatever. One of my... You're kind of always hoping for strength for your... Strength or magic for basically any level up, so... That's just kind of the way things will work. Honestly, I probably don't even have to bother moving all these guys up, because basically all we have left to do in this mission is kill this pirate and talk to Fargus. Like, there isn't really all that much to actually do here. Which is unfortunate, but... It's just the nature of this mission. I probably could have finished this mission already, honestly, if I just used Sane to just charge it forward, rather than trying to have Raven do a bunch of the work just because he's at a low level. Canis came at level 8, didn't he? And I have not received a single point of damage yet. It's kind of unfortunate that like the bulk of our forces are just kind of starting to get up to par now. Like Rebecca's level 12, Hector's level 13. A couple of my characters are at or near the point where they're ready to promote, and then we get Raven at level 5 and Canis at level 8. And they're kind of low level, but at the same time, now that we have this crew of characters, we just about have almost everyone that we actually want to use. I think there's one or two, I think 2 more characters left to get. So it's not too big a deal. We're getting there. So move up a little bit more. Try not to go too far down. I gotta be careful of these guys. I don't want to accidentally get in their range. Although what I might do is I might set it up so that I draw the attention of the pirates and then kill as many of that I can, but only after I have a character positioned to talk to Fargus. What do you got for me? A Lance Reaver? Well, that's not particularly interesting. I'm honestly not the biggest fan of the Reaver weapons. Like, they tend to be kind of heavy and I don't know, they're just weird. Like, I guess if actually paying attention to the weapon triangle made more of a difference than it did, because as I've said before, for the most part you can kind of just overpower you can just kind of power through the triangle, so it doesn't really do you an especially large amount of good at this point in the game anyways. Like early on it's a big deal because you don't have a particularly effective way to heal and all that, but at this point it just doesn't really do all that much. Okay, continue to position my fellows a little bit here. How far over can I go? It's basically just this mage that I have to be mindful of. I can go there, right? Yes, I can go down as far as the top of this barrel. Oh. I can't even step there. Or I can? I'm not even in their range. That's kind of strange. That rhymed! Okay, so if they're gonna come at me then... let's get Sane down there a little bit. Move Priscilla over here. That's good, I guess. And now that guy's coming after me as well. Okay. And the Cavaliers. And this is why this mission can be a little difficult. So I could just go and talk to Fargus now, I guess. So I guess this is a good turn to do as much damage as I can, because I'm the one initiating, and I don't have to worry about what the bad guys are going to do, and then I can just finish it off whenever I want. Fargus himself is obviously a bit of a badass, and like the one guy said, you have to make sure not to attack him, because like it's something that you can do, but it's a very bad idea. For one, it's almost 100% guaranteed that you're either going to do nothing or he might just straight up kill you. And on the other hand, if you attack him, then you can't talk to him anymore, and, well, if you can't talk to him, then, well, you can't really win the mission, because you have to talk to him to win the mission. Oh wow, Ella was actually lagging behind a little bit. I guess that's the unfortunate thing about these pirates, is they're fast, so I can't really double attack them. Well, let's do a little bit of damage. And then... Canis can't quite reach because of these stupid forests. Well, Sane can get a kill. I'm pretty sure the mage, yeah, the mage is a lot higher level than the archer. Fortunately, I can't double attack. Oh, I can with a sword, though. Is this pirate a higher level than the mage? No. I'm gonna go with the pirate anyways. I kill him. Let's just stick with the steel sword. I just feel like the pirate is a bigger threat than the mage, even though I don't really want to, like, let the enemies get another turn, but I don't know. It made sense in my head. Don't question it. A little bit of defense is always good. And unfortunately, I don't think I have anyone else. I guess I can throw a javelin. That might kill this guy. Nope, miss. Oh well, it was worth it. Yeah, that's about all I can do, so let's just talk to Fargus and get things done with. I didn't get to visit that last village. From there, all we get was, or would have been, a sleep staff. Which is handy. Putting enemies to sleep can be pretty handy. But it's not something I particularly care about. Okay. She really doesn't like pirates, and that's not going to help the matter much. No other choice. Well, she certainly hasn't said a word. So that was a pretty quick mission, but regardless, that is about it for today on Let's Play Fire Emblem. I will catch you next time.